What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be taking a tour of the Sanctuaries cat country. This is our second zoo in the Sanctuary series. First one being the reptile world, and of course, as the name implies, this is all about the big cats. I believe there's 7 big cats, if I'm not mistaken, off the top of my head. But here we are at the entrance. We're going to go ahead and do the whole Tegid can thing. Just got to go find a... There we go. And we'll go back to the start here. Looks like they actually slowed it down. I'm not sure if that was that's something I need to do in the settings or something like that. So this is a little bit too slow. Be good for cinematics though. Maybe I can start using this for cinematics again. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to escape from that. And we're going to do it just a normal camera. But here, this is where the guest spawner is. Like I said, I didn't decorate it or anything like that. I just kind of threw them in. But here's our entrance. We got our little area here you walk under. This is where the guest entrances are. And we have our little, I don't know what you call this thing, but this little overhang area where you walk under. Also, before I forget, we are in the grasslands of Africa. This is the theme. And for you guys that don't know, Sanctuaries is a series of zoos that I'm doing where it's all about the animals. It's not necessarily going to have a theme. The theme will be chosen after, but it's all about the species of animals, so big cats, reptiles, and so on and so forth. Excuse me. So I'd say there's probably about, so including these two, I think we got about 3 more zoos in the Sanctuary series to do. And then after that, I'm not sure what we're going to do with the series. We do have several species of birds we can do, but I don't feel like it's enough. Maybe one day if we get a aviary DLC, we could do something with that. I was thinking about also doing the canines, because we have several species of them too. But we'll come to that when the time comes. We got this little custom area over here, and when you come in, you get the sign. This is, of course, this is before the billboards came out, so I just kept it the way it is. There are a few custom billboards in the zoo, but not too many. But we'll get with that when the time comes. So come through. It's both same on both sides. Got some seating areas and stuff like that. Got plenty of foliage to cover up the rest of the zoo. I didn't want you to see anything until you actually get into the zoo. But we come in here into the visitor center. Very modern-esque. Where we get the welcome sign. We got these interesting columns and supports, and not only that, but we also have these interesting chandelier type pieces here where we got the lights hanging off the flower pots with the foliage inside. But we come over on this side, and here we got our gift shop. Let me see, I gotta make sure I get my little list up here of all the people's blueprints that I used in zoos. Alright, so all the gift shop items in this store, including this piece, this, and all this stuff, is done by Bork. You can find this on the workshop. It's a very popular item on the workshop. As we come in, we got our info booth in here as well, plus the just a memento. Yeah, pretty basic. I try to do something different with the roof and put some detail on it and stuff. Other than that, that is the gift shop. Yeah, and then over on the other side, the left side, we have some exhibits. Now I know these have nothing to do with big cats, but I feel like each Sanctuary zoo that I do will have some form of exhibits, whether it be a couple of them or a whole full reptile house, one of the two. It just depends on what I'm thinking about when the time comes. We do have a golden poison frog, in which I used the rainforest type mural in the background to hide the wall piece that was sticking through. And then we have our eastern blue tongue lizard, which we use the South American temple pieces for the backdrop. And he's out here wanting everybody to look at him. Probably one of the most detailed and awesome looking exhibit animals in the game today. See him over here, we have the Gila monster hanging up on the tree there. Excuse me again, sorry about all this. My allergies are killing me. So, and then we got our red-eyed tree frogs in here as well. And that's all for the exhibits. And as you come out of the visitor center, you're met with the massive plaza where the cafe is. We have hot dog squads, pizza pins on this side. We have like the little order station and then the pickup station, along with the drink shops too as well. So we have Gulpy Soda and Pip Shot Juice. And built these custom pieces here, as you can see from above. We also have some custom planters. There's custom planters everywhere, by the way. We got these ones here in the middle, and I tried to mix them up a little bit. And over on these sides we have where the guests can sit under the awning here, with the lighting underneath. And on the back side we do have a staff section where it's roped off. And these items here are some Backstage props that I downloaded off the workshop as well, and they are done by Lukas070. So definitely go check that out on the workshop. He makes some really cool stuff. I've used several of his items in the past. And on this side we have the bathrooms, which bathroom is very fully furnished inside. Planters, seating areas, we got the women's and the men's on this side. Alright, and that is that first. And how I'm going to do this is we're going to go ahead and take a look at the Bengal Tigers first. And we're going to swoop around and go to the other side. So the Bengal Tigers, I wanted you to kind of be transported into a whole nother, I guess, area. I wanted it to feel different than the rest of the zoo. So you come in through this log path cover. Got a little bit of an opening here to catch some sun. Not much going on in here, just the lighting and stuff. And over here we have the area that goes to the staff section on the side there, which we'll get to after we check out the Bengal Tigers. Come through the rock wall archway right here, and as you can see, you're completely surrounded by the rock walls. This area right here is definitely one of the most developed areas of the entire zoo. Over here we got the inside viewing. We'll go ahead and take a look at that first. As you can see, I also colored the benches and bins to kind of match the area that you're in. You come in here, and we got some custom education boards here that are done by the SherlockianGamer. Probably one of my favorite items I've ever downloaded off the workshop. I think they're done so well. So you'll probably see me use those more often than not in the rest of the zoo. We have a staff section here, and this is just going to the backstage area for the Bengal Tigers. I didn't decorate it or anything, just left it the way it is because really you'll never see it. But here we are. We do have one-way glass here, so the tigers can chill and not be bothered. Got the water section over here and all that stuff. Got a open roof there with the glass piece with a little bit of light in. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's pretty simple. I left this wall open with the rock wall to kind of give it a little bit of a backdrop as well inside here. So that is the viewing area for the indoor sleeping area, and then over here we got our main viewing area, which we got these custom covers, which I spent a lot of time on. So we got the ropes hanging down. We got the little rope pieces on the pieces of wood there. We got rope here, and we got these lights hanging down from the ropes as well. I think they turned out pretty good, and this is a good place to sit and look at the Bengal Tigers and their pretty cool looking habitat. One of my favorite habitats I've actually ever done, to be honest with you. Over here we do have a animal talk point. And sorry if that music is really loud, so we're going to back up a little bit. But we do have the Bengal Tiger sign in the background here. And we have this waterfall as well. And same with this side, just another viewing area. Now things like this is a like a little custom bin cover that I made. These items like this shade structure here, and there's a few other items. I'd say probably about 15 items that I'm going to be putting on separately on the workshop, separate from the zoo itself, the zoo file itself, where people can just download the props if they want to use them in their zoo. Here we got some statues for the rewards of the campaign mode in the time scenarios. This is actually a Siberian tiger, but I went ahead and used it for the Bengal Tigers instead. I guess it really doesn't matter. And then we do have a little section over here for the for some food and drink, so people can sit down and rest. And this is, like I said, one of the custom billboards where it's advertising the Gulpy soda. It's a shame that we only got, I think, Gulpy soda and a few other shops, but we didn't get a video for just a memento or anything like that. So that's kind of a shame, and I guess you probably have to make it yourself. But you know, I'm not too good at that kind of stuff. So I mean, you can tell by my thumbnails and stuff that it's just not my strong point. But here we are in the Bengal Tiger habitat itself. I built these really neat custom retaining walls right here, so they're kind of at an angle. Thought they turned out pretty good. Fairly realistic, I would think. We got the pieces here, which I guess in reality the tigers could jump up here and just jump right on out, but it's a game, so. But here we are in the main Bengal Tiger habitat. There's 3 or 4, I believe, in here. Very loud. Let's go and turn the interface off. Yeah. Here's our Bengal Tigers with the sound in the back. Lots and lots of foliage. I think it turned out pretty nice. Alright, next up, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the staff facilities over here. Not the most exciting thing in the world, but I think the way I built them, it's very different than how I've done most of my my staff facilities. And man, I'm actually pretty proud of it. I think it turned out well. I think it matches the rest of the zoo very well, and I'm pretty dang proud of it. Well, of course, we got our research centers, keepers huts, staff rooms, vets, quarantines, and all that fun stuff. And then you got the little top area up here where we have our trade center and our workshop. It came out pretty nice, I think. Tried my best to make sure I have a lot of detail and stuff. So that's how it turned out, and like I said, I'm pretty proud of it. All right. Also, you'll see these these are really quick and simple little things that I made here, but you'll see these on the workshop as well as separate pieces. And back here, it just leads to the cheetah habitat, as well as back over here to this section over here. And it just goes all the way around. And it's pretty much the back of the zoo, so part of the zoo you'll never see. So next, we do have our cheetahs, which I made these cool little rope light things here hanging down, along with the sign up there. There's also another entrance over there as well. But we'll go ahead and come up here and check it out. And it's just a massive circular habitat with a bunch of cheetahs in it. I wanted to make sure that the habitats are big enough for them to run around in. Plus, you'll notice when it comes to the Sanctuary series, my habitats are 10 times bigger than what I normally would build them, because this, to me, is not necessarily a realistic habitat for cheetahs. It'd probably be much smaller. But it is a sanctuary, not a zoo. Even though I do call it a zoo sometimes. But yeah, so a lot of space for them to run around in. But all this does is come around and it circles all the way around to the side. We do have these custom shades here as well. Something else that'll be on the workshop separately. Yeah, we just come around. We got plenty of education signs, conservation boards, trash cans, lighting, and all that fun stuff. But of course, your main attraction is the cheetahs here. We got their another little quickly made custom shelter here for them. Like I said, nothing outstanding and incredible, but it's something, right? And then you can come down here, and from here you'll see we have another cheetah sign and another area to get up there as well. Excuse me. So we'll come over here to the African lions. We do have a viewing area here with the educational talk point, along with some more custom shades, as well as the custom fence, which is something I probably should put on the workshop as well. But anyway, let's continue. So we do have the African lions here. A sunken habitat. I think it came out really well. Very proud of it. We got lots and lots of lions in here. But you got this area over here. You got the rub post there. We got an enrichment item there, so they'll be more apt to come this way. And if you enter through here, this is where technically the main African lion section is. So again, we do have these little signposts here, and these again are something that will be on the workshop for anyone to use in their zoos if they would like to. And you can always delete the lion art and then the words and put something else there to use it for whatever animal you'd like to use. But here we got our bridge, where you get pretty much a direct view into their cave. And a little waterfall over here on the side. And this comes down to this area right here, and we'll come to this area last. But once again, some more viewing areas here where you can come up and see them at the top up here. And then when you come around the side, this is like a little backstage area, and here we have like a little area where you can see them inside. Say if the lions are injured or need to be in quarantine or something like that, this is where they'll come. Right here. Let me take a little look inside. It's just like this. Nothing in there. I just wanted it to be there for aesthetic reasons. But yeah, this is just our little building where the keeper hut and a little staff room and everything is. And then that's the habitat gate here. And then the lions also, it comes all the way around to this little area here. And like I said, yet another viewing area. And then we do have a viewing area that looks out over the waterfall, which I think is pretty neat. But we'll take a look inside the habitat once more before we move on. We have the river running through here, and we got all our lions. Lions enjoying themselves. They got plenty of room to run around in here. We got our custom pillars, by the way, that are built with stacked rocks. We got lots of vines and ivy hanging down. But yeah, they have the biggest habitat in the entire place, unless you count the cheetah, I guess. But all this comes around here, back to this section here. So we're going to go this way. And once again, we have another staff path that leads all the way around to the back there. And this tells you what is next, which is our clouded leopard. And they have a massive habitat, which I actually ended up having to put a lot more clouded leopards in because just 2 or 3 wasn't cutting it. But here we go. Now this, I'm not very good with terrain work, so this definitely challenged myself. I'm just, that's my weakest point. My weakest point in Planet Zoo is terrain work and climbing frames. So sometimes you'll see me use climbing frames that were pre-built from Frontier, and some people might think that's cheating, but I don't see nothing wrong with it. That's why they're there. But when I was talking about the terrain work, is mainly for the fact that back here is me working with terrain, trying to build like a hill as a backdrop and then placing rocks into it. So, check it out. He or she is using the enrichment item, which is this is the enrichment item, the hammock that came with the newest update. So here's our fluffy boy enjoying his new hammock. Frontier and their work on these animals, it's amazing. I wish they'd use it a little bit longer. But that animation right there is awesome. Really, really like that. So yeah, there's plenty of cloud leopards in here. We got these areas here where they can climb down. And we do have a cave system just on the other side here, which they really never use, but it's here for them to use it. And we use some of the stone temple blocks to make these retaining walls as well inside this habitat. And then on each side, we do have a little area over here for the guests to grab some snacks and sit down and relax. And a little bit of a shaded area, as long as with all the way here on the other side as well. And then of course we got the river running through. Got the bridge here. Feeding areas up here, and then we also have this area up here where they can climb down upon as well. So yeah, that's the cloud leopard habitat. I think it looks fantastic. Like I said, it's one of those. This is not a zoo. I mean, I call it a zoo, but this is a sanctuary. And a sanctuary is about the animals, not about the guests. So they have giant, massive habitats. We just have a little bit of a water feature over here to fill up some dead space, and lots and lots and lots and lots of rocks. All right, so we come over to this side. More staff path that leads back to the Jaguar habitat, and here we are with the Jaguar habitat. And also, the cool thing is I was able to get my hands on a black Jaguar, I think it's called melanistic, if I'm not mistaken. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But there, he or she is back in the back there. But again, just another habitat that tried to make slightly different. Use the backdrop back here. And we do have the cool effect that you've probably seen other creators use, which is using the vertical and the horizontal pieces one by one to give it this effect. Then we have the moat that runs along there, which again is probably something that the cats could probably easily get out of, but like I said, it's a game. So yeah, more climbing frames. We got the scratch and post mixed into or incorporated into this climbing frame as well. Got their food over here. And we got another custom shelter, which really originally this was just going to be one piece, and I just duplicated over to make two. And then of course we got another waterfall. But there you have it with the Jaguars. Let's get one more closer look at our buddy here. He's about to start glitching out. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there. Yep, he's freaking out, man. Hope he lays down. Nope, not lay down. Alright, and there is our Jaguars. And sorry if I feel like if I'm rushing through these tours, please let me know down in the comment section so I can start slowing them down a little bit. I just don't want to waste all y'all's time or anything. Plus, these zoos aren't very big. I mean, they look big, but there's not that many animals in it, so... Let's see, we've seen the Bengal Tiger, the Cheetah, the Lion, Cloud Leopard, and Jaguar. And now it's time for our last two animals, which I saved for last, and I also built in the zoo for last is because they're biome, you know, it's cold where they come from. So I wanted to give them that appropriate area, so we got our Tundra House. So very simple little waterfall here, and as you come around, you can either go in first to see the Siberian Tiger. This is the main entrance to the Tundra House, and then you got your snow leopards on this side. Again, another little shade structure that was inspired by some other content creators and some pictures I've seen online. Very simple, but effective, and they really stand out. But we're going to go ahead and come into the Tundra House here, and as we come in, this is the Tundra House, and sorry if those are really loud. I've been told that they're really loud, but here we got some information about the snow leopard. These might not necessarily match, but I had to throw something up there, so, and I'd already used the climate change one and stuff over here. So we got the Siberian Tigers on this side, snow leopards on this side, and then on the back here we do have some planter areas with some vending machines, TVs, and all that stuff. So we're going to the snow leopard here, and as you can see on each side we have these cool little areas where we get some information with the snowflake lights, and then we got our animal talk section here. Whoops. Our animal talk section here for the snow leopards. That's the staff entrance to the habitat there. Now this is the only viewing area you get. So you get this area, we got our big cave, we got plenty of climbing up here. But as we come in, you can see in here, this is where the guests cannot see. This is all about privacy for the animals. So, and then of course on the other side is the same with the Siberian Tiger, and that's what we got the gates here for. And then we got the coolers all over the roof and all that stuff. So yeah, but I think it turned out pretty well. I'm happy with it. But as we come out, we will go to the other side for our Siberian Tigers. Of course, we got our giant Sanctuaries Cat Country logo here, made by the awesome Jurassic World Insider. He's really good at it, and he's pretty much going to be the one that makes all my zoo logos from here on out. So every one of my projects will have its own logo like that. So here we come to the Siberian Tiger habitat. Again, some very simple. Same area over here for them to hide away in for out of the view of the guests, and then we got our mountain part up here where they can come up and eat up here. This is supposed to be one of those pumpkin things, I believe. Then we got a little bit of a waterfall. And like I said, nothing crazy, but I feel like, excuse me, I feel like it gets the job done. Once again, you come in and get this area, and then of course, as we zoom out here, this is the building from above. So you got the privacy areas for the animals, their main habitats, and the viewing areas, and then the main area here, like the main entrance. So there you go. That is pretty much cat country. Like I said before, there will be several items in this zoo that, like these pieces here, that I'm going to be putting on the workshop separate in like a little props pack, so people can download them and use them in their zoo if they want to. But this is Cat Country. I hope everybody's enjoyed the series. Definitely try to do better than a Reptile World. I wasn't necessarily happy with the way Reptile World came out, which is why I'll be doing something different with that in the future. And I will reveal that later. But here's Cat Country, and the day this video gets posted for the tour, it'll be available on the workshop for you to download to check out yourself as well. In the comment section, please leave me any criticisms or comment suggestions or anything like that you feel I could have done different with this zoo. Thanks again to Bork, SherlockianGamer, as well as Lukas070 for the blueprints that was provided on the workshop for me to use. I really appreciate it. Keep up the good work, and I'm looking forward to using more of those people's blueprints in the future. Thanks for stopping by, clicking on the video, taking the time to watch. I hope you enjoyed this. Stay after the video. When the video's over, stay after to see a little real reveal of the logo and the name of the next theme and all that stuff of the next zoo in the Sanctuary series. Leave a like, subscribe if you haven't, if you like what you see. Take care of yourself, and I will see you guys in the next video.